some stuff looks like it kind of went missing. There it is. So this is where the motor is currently still. It's a pristine LS, as you can see. Nothing much, just a 6.2 out of a Tahoe. You know, should make, I don't know, 900 horsepower. I mean, I only paid 150 bucks for it out of a junkyard. Went right in, fired right up. Custom tucked wiring harness. Comes down here to the Bluetooth Holley Terminator X. Factory gauges in here. We don't really need any we don't need any digital dash or anything. All that's too fancy. We got a inverse 5-speed here. Yeah, it's coming together. All right, so we have got the motor out of the Mustang. Last time y'all saw that Mustang, it had that motor in it. I didn't really take a video of pulling that motor out of the car, because trust me, you guys didn't really want to see me like fumbling around, falling over myself, constantly looking for my 10mm wrench, which I can never find. In fact, I'm about to just go to the store and buy like 3 of them just so I can stop losing them. But here is the pristine mounts that were in here. We got driver's side motor mount, some of the best welds I've ever seen, and then the passenger side motor mount with even better welds. Yeah, I mean, I don't really know what to say other than whoever did this swap was really talented. So that motor is getting ready to get put on a stand. That's what I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna go ahead and at least bolt the bracket to it. I'm gonna load it up in the back of the truck, and I'm actually gonna take it to my buddy Kyle's shop. You guys know Kyle, Knight Automotive. He also has a machine shop now, Oviedo Machine Works. So naturally I wanna support him. I wanna help him get his machine shop known. I know he's got some pretty good guys that work at the machine shop that have some good experience. So I'm gonna let them have at the Hemi. And the whole reason I'm bringing it there is, you know, you guys know that the car had a lifter tick from when I first introduced the car. So I knew I needed to do some lifters. I went ahead and luckily found some guy that he had sold his Charger, his 392. Oh no, he had a 5.7, then he bought a 392. Well, anyway, brand new in the box, never used. We have this Texas Speed and Performance camshaft, which is their stage 4 boost cam, which I'll get into that in a second. Oh, hold on. And then I'm not going to take everything else out of the box, but we have springs, we have lifters, we have push rods, everything appropriate length, cam phaser lockout. So everything in that box was about 15 to 1600 bucks new from Holley. I paid $1,000 for everything. I'm pretty happy with that. So I'm sending the motor to Kyle. He's gonna go through it. He's gonna put all that stuff in, and from there I'm gonna take the motor back. I have a swap pan. So the Challengers use a front sump oil pan, and on this Gen 3 Hemi swap for this motor into that truck, the front sump hits the cross member, so you have to buy a truck rear sump oil pan. The only thing that really kind of causes an issue with, which is not a huge issue, is back here on the bell housing. You have these upper housing bolts here, and then the oil pan cast into it. There's a couple of bolts down there that support the bottom of the bell housing for the TR6060. Well, on the rear sump pan, it doesn't have these castings, so essentially none of those 4 bottom bolts there are no longer there. Now, I'm not super worried about it because a lot of turbo 350 and turbo 400 engines, they're only supported from this upper portion anyway. And if you've ever seen the transmission, it cuts away and then it has a huge inspection window. So I'm not too worried about that, but it is something worth noting if you're doing this swap. I think I've seen something where you can buy a bell housing brace You can kind of make your own. I'm really not that worried about it. I'm just gonna have it bolted up on the top, not have anything on the bottom. I mean, I might make something if once I get it on and I see like, oh, this might be an issue, but to be honest, as of now, I don't plan on doing anything. I just plan on running the TR6060 with no bottom bolts and just the upper bolts. So with all that being said and all those updates, I think it's time to just go ahead and start stripping this thing down and getting the bracket for the engine stand bolted to the back where the bell housing goes, loading it up, and then we'll go to Kyle's shop and I'll show you that setup. It's pretty nice. I think he's officially open now, maybe for like a couple weeks. So let's go ahead and get to work. Oh, that's lovely. Nice. All right, loaded up, ready to go to the shop. But before we go, I wanted to talk to you about this cool tool I got. I don't think I bought it at this website, hemitools.com, but maybe this tool's making me a liar. I don't know. But what happens is you bolt this tool to the, I think it's the, I don't know, there's stanchions down there that I think bolt the camshaft like rocker, or the rocker, yeah, the rocker arms. And then what happens is you can, as long as you apply compressed air to the cylinder to keep the valves from falling, and you put the cylinder on top dead center, you can use this tool, compress the valve spring, take the keepers out, replace the valve spring, and you could do it all without taking the head off. So this tool is like 140 or 150 bucks. To me, this is worth it. Plus I could do something in the future, like let's say I break a valve spring and I don't bend a valve or drop a valve or anything, then this tool will come in handy because I could just take the valve cover off, I can replace the spring, and I don't have to pull the motor or anything. So this is a pretty cool tool. I like it. So if you're thinking about doing a cam job and you don't want to pull the motor, this is a good way to do it if you have to do springs. Just thought it was worth noting. We made it to the machine shop, 4 miles away, and Kyle is super happy with his giant mess. So this pretty solid setup here. Blast cabinets, crankshaft balancers, got plasma table I've used before 1,000 times. LS motors for days. These $300 junkyard motors are what keep machine shops like this in business. So you guys keep just going to the junkyard. Just 250 bucks. Swap it, blow it up, send them on down. You want to tell the people about your endeavors here? About Oviedo Machine Works? No?
Not very good at that.
We got a first timer over here. Anyway, this place is pretty cool. They're gonna do the Hemi. Like I already said, cam, lifters, springs, push rods, maybe cam phaser lockout. I don't know. I think it's already been done. There's a cam phaser lockout box in the car when I was going through it and it was empty. So I don't know if it's already been done, but yeah. I didn't have the tool to pull the crank, which is why this.
Sorry, we have the puller here. We left it here.
All right. Oh, okay. Well, we're gonna go ahead and get this thing unloaded and put in the shop, and next time you see it, it will be done. So that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. Please let me get monetized so I can get baby dollars so I can do more cool stuff like this and then make terrible videos for you guys to watch. Appreciate it. Peace.